What is up, my frosty brethren? My name is Arctic, and today I'm bringing you guys the top 10 games I'm looking forward to in 2016. 2015 has come and gone. We had a lot of games that came out this past year that were really good, especially in the fall. A lot of games that I thought were going to come out in 2015 did not. They got pushed back into 2016. So the list for 2016 is obviously getting better and better. And, what better way to start the year off than naming the games that I'm going to play for 2016. So, starting at the number 10 spot, we got Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, I'm a big Mass Effect fanboy. I played all three, loved Commander Shepard. This is not going to be about Commander Shepard. Mass Effect Andromeda 4 is set pretty far in the distant future. It seems like there's going to be a lot of very similar elements from previous Mass Effect games. There's been very, very little information from BioWare on this game other than saying that it's going to be different. It's not going to be, I believe they said, like Dragon Age in space. Dragon Age, badass game. If it was Dragon Age in space, I'd still be pretty happy. But they said it's not going to be that. And this one also includes a multiplayer component, whether that is PvP or similar to what we got with Mass Effect 3 is PvE, horde mode-ish type thing. Is not clear, but definitely on my list, and I'm sure it's on plenty of your guys' lists as well. Number 9, Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, man. My favorite RPG of all time, Final Fantasy VII. I think consistently, there's a lot of folks that probably have very similar feelings. Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, all those characters, I still remember all of them. Vincent, oh man, so good. Sephiroth, jeez. It's going to be a lovely, lovely year if I get to play Final Fantasy in the new Unreal Engine, baby. It's going to look gorgeous. Woo! Can't wait to play that. Number 8, we have The Division. Now, if you guys remember talking about this game basically at the end of 2014, hell, when we first saw it, I think it was in 2013, I was super hype about this game. I would say that it's on my list. It probably, if we were in last year me, it would have been like number 1, number 2 on my list. It's number 8 right now because, they just first off, they keep delaying the game. But, there's some incidents with like Watch Dogs and stuff from Ubisoft. I'm just not 100% confident in what they're going to deliver. It looks like from some of the leaked gameplay, some of the alpha gameplay that was floating around, it looks like it could be compelling. I'm very concerned about what this game is going to look like in the long term in terms of like replayability and stuff. But I'm still excited to play it. It still looks like it's going to be compelling. The game looks damn good. And I'm sure many of you also have this possibly on your list somewhere. Number 7, we got Crackdown. Crackdown is one of those games that for me is just like something I really enjoy playing. I enjoyed the very first Crackdown. I think a lot of people did. Also very, very much so enjoyed Crackdown 2. And if you guys remember, I also played games like Prototype and Infamous. So I don't know, something about those open world, give me superpower games that I really enjoy, and Crackdown is no exception to that. This one, the new Crackdown, looks like it's going to be more of the same, but with that the cloud server stuff, like they show buildings like crumbling down, and the tech behind it seems absolutely insane. I cannot wait to play Crackdown. It's gonna be awesome. Coming in at number 6. I think most of you probably thought this one would be higher. Gears of War 4. It's a brand new Gears of War title for Xbox. It could be on PC as well. We're not clear, but it's going to be the console debut on the Xbox One for a new Gears of War title, which should be really exciting. Should be cool. I don't know if it's a cinematic trailer that they showed. Looked all right. I think that the Coalition, which is the new studio behind Gears of War, is definitely they're on par doing the right things right now. I am anticipating this game being a pretty big hit for the Xbox. I'm sure a lot of folks that are on my channel are going to go play Gears of War 4, considering my history. But this is definitely one that I'm going to play. I think most of you expect me to play it. I will be playing it. And what more can I say? I'm going to body some people with my Nasher in multiplayer. It's going to be fun. Number 5. This one snuck up out of nowhere, really. And for those of you guys that remember the stint where I was playing Chivalry, For Honor is one that has me super geeked up to play this one. So if you play Chivalry, this looks like Chivalry meets Dynasty Warriors. It's not, I want to say Chivalry was like 20 on 20. I'm sorry, I don't remember exactly what the numbers were. This seems like it's much lower. I think the confirmed PvP case is 4v4, which seems really low, but the game looks so good. It looks so gorgeous. I can't wait to play it. It seems like the folks that did get to get a taste of the game really enjoy it. So this is one that I'm looking forward to playing. I believe Ubisoft is the one publishing this one, and creating it. So this is another potential big hit for them. And you know what more can you ask for if you played Chivalry? It's just so lovely. Number 4, another one snuck up pretty. I want to say E3 is when it was first shown, and that is Horizon Zero Dawn. This is from the developer Guerrilla Games, who also made Killzone. This seems like it's going to be an open world Far Cry-ish game. There's a badass looking heroine, female, red hair, bow. You know, we've Hunger Games. You know, no, but this is definitely one where I feel like there was something about the gameplay that looked really good. Now she's somehow set in she had like prehistoric, like mankind lost the ability to fight technology as you would expect with like guns and big ass explosions and stuff, and rather they had some primitive means to take down what looked like mechanized robots. And this is just one that, when I saw the trailer, I saw people kind of tweeting about it. The same type of responses I had from watching it, because they showed gameplay, was basically, oh man, this looks amazing, this looks awesome, when can I play? So this is one that I'm really looking forward to playing. I think I'll probably log quite a bit of time in it. We'll see. Just depends on when it falls in terms of timeline and what I'm playing. Number 3 on my list, No Man's Sky. Whoa. How long have I been talking about No Man's Sky? For those of you that watch Frag Logic, No Man's Sky has been my shit. I can't wait to play this game from Hello Games, very small studio overseas, the other side of the Atlantic. I am very much so anticipating this being one of those sleeper hit games. I feel like at this point, and I've said this on Frag Logic before, I am concerned about the expectations from everyone else being astronomically high. And this is a very small studio, procedurally generated worlds. It's like open world. I want to say the defining open world experience, but it's the defining. It could be the defining open world experience, and I think that expectation of what they've kind of shown, the possibility space, has a lot of people maybe a little set their expectations a little too high for the game. So, we'll see what they're going to deliver with this. I think a lot of people are still like in doubt right now about what's possible, what's going to be shown, what's actually fun about the game, because basically it seems like it's an exploration game. Going to be exploring never going to get to all these planets, 18 quintillion planets, something like 18 quintillion planets, I believe, is how many planets are actually in the game. You're never ever going to come close to finding all the planets ever, but that's what's going to make it fun. Exploration is going to be fun. I can just feel it in my bones. I can feel it for this one. Number 2 game. Can I tell you guys a little story about Uncharted before I get into this one? It's number 2 is Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. So I played Uncharted backwards. I went from 3 to 2 to 1. 3, and again, I bought Uncharted 3 with like a PlayStation bundle. It was like maybe a year and a half after the game came out. And I played the game, and I was just like, how on earth did I not play Uncharted before? Like, how was this game just not on my radar at all, ever? And then when I played it, it was just so amazing. And I was like, man, I got to play 2. Went back and played 2, and I was like, 2 is better than 3, right? So completely blown away by the storyline, the gameplay, the fluidity of like cinematic to initiating into gameplay. Just feels like one big ass action movie, and it's amazing. And then played Uncharted the very first, and I was like, oh, I see where they're kind of going, or where they ended up, right? Well, where they started. Well, Uncharted is okay, but 2 and 3, 2 especially, just perfecto. And Uncharted 4, I got to play some of the multiplayer. I played it at not TwitchCon. I played it at PlayStation Experience. I did not play in the beta, but I have some, I think the multiplayer is okay, but I was never into Uncharted for the multiplayer. Specifically played it for the story, which was just blown away. Now, that being said, Amy Hennig she was previously at Naughty Dog, is no longer there. She was the creative director, scriptwriter for the previous Uncharted. It's not there. That could be a big hit on how the game will kind of play from a story perspective. But I have high expectations from Naughty Dog. When they delay a game, like let's say The Last of Us, they end up with masterpieces like The Last of Us. So this game's been delayed a couple times. Super high on my list still. Doesn't matter. I bought my PlayStation 4 initially for Uncharted. So whatever. I can't wait to play. Number 1 on my list. Number 1, numero uno. Overwatch. This is Blizzard's new IP. Blizzard with a new IP, a shooter at that, hero shooter. People want to call it a MOBA shooter, hero shooter. It's basically a class-based shooter, a la Team Fortress 2. Come on, guys, stop with the MOBA shooter stuff. Like, no, it's Team Fortress. Why won't people just recognize it's just Team Fortress? Like, class, it's just a class. Anyway, so Overwatch is just, oh man, I can't wait to play the full release of the game with everyone else that is capable of playing. This is going to be multi-platform, all next gen, Xbox One, PC, PS4. I'm actually playing it on PC, is where I played the beta. This is going to be, in my opinion, one of the biggest shooters that's going to come out next year. I think a lot of people, a lot of fans of Blizzard in general, they have huge fan base just because of World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, Diablo, StarCraft. Like, look, you guys hear what all the games I'm naming. If you're not hyped for Overwatch, you should be. This is Blizzard I'm talking about right now, and the experience that I had is just super polished. I think that whether this beta slice that I got to play, which I played for about a month, is indicative of the entire game, we are in for a very special treat. I think they need to expand a little bit on some more of the game modes and how to utilize the heroes in spaces that aren't just these tight corridors. And at some point, try to figure out their progression system, which I talked about in the previous video. But this game by far has me the most excited for next year, just from a pure like shooter. I'm a shooter guy. I love shooters. Not only do I love shooters, but I love brand new IPs. And ever since I kind of got over my Gears of War rut, hump, whatever you want to call it, I've really been like, man, I want to experience brand new IPs, brand new games. And Overwatch is one that has really stuck out to me. Is like, oh man, I can't wait to play this. And I'm hoping that the competitive scene really blossoms for this, because this is a game that my team also wants to play. So hands down, more than any other game, like multitudes higher than anything else I'm anticipating next year, Overwatch is my number 1 for all the reasons that I love shooters and all the reasons that I love Blizzard. So if you guys aren't getting Overwatch, you need to rethink your decisions. But that's my list for my top 10 2016 most anticipated, looking forward to, can't wait to play games of the year. And until the next time, folks, I will catch you all later. Stay frosty. If you like this video, you should probably click on the one down below. That'll take you to another video. You may like it. A little bit about me. I'm a former pro player. I play PC and console, mostly shooters. I also have a gaming podcast. I do tips and tactics, live gameplays. Check out my Twitch. Also, I work in the industry. Why are you not subscribed?